Well, hello everybody, this is DearMamaSal's, and as you know, I've been on a little bit of a mission to try and find a lipstick that will stay on my lips. What I found, and some of you know about this one because you told me about it, was Just Bitten by Revlon. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that here. Now you'll notice there's some staining here, but I'll tell you about that in a minute. So this is Just Bitten. I don't know whether it's just the pen I've got, but this doesn't seem to go on well for me. Probably just doing it the wrong way. Anyway, and all of these, they sort of say put it on and wait a minute, so that's what I'm going to be doing. This one here is, and I'll put the names of these below. This is by Lise Wattier. It's a Canadian brand. So this is really for my Canadian viewers. It's a two-part. On this end it is the stain. Again. There we go. That's the stain. And then it has the complementary lipstick to the stain at the other end, so I'm just going to put that here so you can see what the complementary lipstick is to it. I'll put it over the top in a minute. Okay, so that's the second one, and the third one is the cheapest of all. This one was sort of middle of the range. This was expensive in my view, although they say it's a middle of the road one, and this called MOODmatcher. I seem to remember from my youth, quite honestly. And this one was like $5, $6 at most. Now it's going to go on looking quite strange, but in a minute you're going to see that it totally changes colour. And by the way, the colour you're going to see it here is very different from the colour you're going to see it on my lips if I put it on, which I haven't done. Alright, now the reason I've got these stains here is I actually put this on about an hour ago. And I did the video and the video failed. Who cares why? So what I tried to do was to clean my hand so that I could, my arm, so I could start again, which was a good test. The Revlon Just Bitten came off pretty well completely, and I use, as you know, I use wet wipes to take off my makeup, and the Just Bitten came off almost completely. The Lise Wattier stayed on. I was actually quite surprised about that. And this is the MOODmatcher, and that stayed on regardless of what I did. I scrubbed that, I couldn't get it off. And from my experiments that I did over the last couple of days, this has stayed on for about 36 hours. Not quite as strong as that, and as you can see, this is the colour it's changing now. This is the colour it will end up at. So it just needs a little bit of time to sort of set, if you like. So I thought I'd show you that, and I hope that's interesting to some of you. So this definitely wasn't about price, this was about wow. And I've used this MOODmatcher quite a bit as a base. So for example, I'll use it as a base and then put a lighter one on top of it. I'm going to sort of show you with this one. If I put, oh, first of all, you probably ask me, how do they transfer? So, okay, so let's see, this is after a little while. I guess we've done a couple of minutes here. I'm going to take off the excess, and as you can see, the Lise Wattier was the okay. So I just want to get them all equally dry. Okay, and this is the lipstick. Okay, so if I put this lipstick over the top, that would be over the top of this one, and I'm going to put it also over the top of this one so you can see what happens. Same lipstick, great colour by the way. This is the colour on its own, and this is the colour over the Just Bitten. Now I really must say I've been pleasantly surprised with the lipsticks. Very, very creamy. So I do like them for that reason. And I'm going to go back and talk to the store about whether I'm doing something wrong. I'm putting the first part on the stain, and whether that's why I'm having a problem. Anyway, so those are the colours. Anybody got any other products you think I should try? Go ahead and let me know. I personally found the El Cheapo, this thing, was the most effective. Isn't that funny? Or maybe not. So I know they make this in different colours, so I'm going to go and try and get a couple more next time I'm in there to see what the other colours look like. This is quite a nice colour, but I believe they do one that comes up more this colour. So we'll see. I'm going to leave this like this. I pray that nobody comes to the door and wants to know why on earth I look like this. Now this is what you call a Dufus moment. You just all watch me put all this lipstick on and watch what I do with it next. Only DearMamaSal's. I just had an oops moment. I just accidentally put my arm down on my trousers, and I now have stained trousers. Pants, I believe you call them in the States. So I'm just trying to get that off right now. That turned this video into a Dufus moment, and I'll edit that through so you can get the full joy of watching me mess up. I was just getting ready for the second bit of what I wanted to do, and that was the rest of my haul. And as some of you know from watching the vlog yesterday, I went out and I found some incredibly interesting lipsticks. They're called NYC, not NYX. And I got 4 beautiful colors, I thought. They are, I'm going to put them on the inside, they are incredibly creamy. This is the, isn't that a great colour? Don't you love that? And this is number NYC 447. Just a stunning colour. This is more of a taupey colour, browny colour. And that is NYC 418. This one I also adore. This was sort of very close to that, but more subdued. And that one, NYC 417. And this Fire Engine Red, wow. NYC 441. So very, very creamy, very bold pigments. Now I'm pretty sure that they're going to transfer pretty well. Whoops. So we'll just blot them first. That's what I get. Let's try a second blot to see what happens then. Ah, not bad. That would be the pink, the brown. So we'll let those set a bit more and see what happens to them. Of course, I'll try desperately hard not to get them on my clothes now. However, I thought they were great. So if you can imagine, all for $6. What's not to love about that? $6 for 4 lipsticks. Who pays $6 for 4 lipsticks? I thought they would come off immediately. Let me see here. They haven't been on very long, but just out of interest, let's see if I take a wet wipe. Yeah, it does come off. But I had to take quite a wet wipe to do that. I just want to see how much of the pigment remains after it dries. Looks like this pigment's going to stay. And this one too. Interesting. That's one swipe of a wet wipe. Interesting. Shall I do the same here and see what happens? We'll wait for that to dry. Alright, this is for those of you who've seen the previous video about the lip stains. Right, now 2 other things I got while I was while I was having my little shopping haul. Oh, well, 3 if you count the top. But one of the things I needed was more mascara, so I picked up some Mega Plus from Maybelline, and I love it. But when I went to put it on this morning, a little bit of an interesting thing. It's green. And I nearly had a cow, and then I thought, there are no accidents. This was meant to happen, so interesting colour. I have green eyes, why not green mascara? So it's a dark olive green, and I'm going, I'm going to enjoy that. And then the next thing, except I'm running out of arms here. Yeah, it's going to be difficult for me to do the other way. The next thing I found, another Almay product, and you know that I am quite into them at the moment. But this is a jewel shadow, and this was a plum. I wonder if you can see that. Okay, let me do it here. This was the plum colour, sort of a plummy brown. Very nice. And this, on the other end, was a silver, or it still is. And then what I wanted to know is, what does it do? Just sort of mix and matching them a bit. I thought it was quite nice. So, here we go. This is what happened. I'm still going to try and take this lipstick off. It hasn't been on very long, but let's give it another swipe or 2 here. So the pigments on these are pretty strong. See what it takes to get them off. This one, not going anywhere. Interesting. That definitely is not going anywhere fast. So, pretty strong. And what I'm going to do is I am now going to show you what happens when I try and take the stains off. Okay, these are the stains. These are the first time I put stains on, and now I'm going to try and take these off. So you saw how much I wiped there. And as you can see, you can still see a little bit of this one, quite a bit of this one, and a lot of the El Cheapo. And that's still from there. And this eyeshadow colour, if I can rub my hand quite a bit, I guess it'll come off. Does the mascara come off? Yeah, it comes off fairly well. Which makes me wonder whether you'll end up with it in your eyes. I'm not sure about that. And then another one of these. This mixture here. Oh, that's going to stick quite well, I think. I had to really rub quite hard to get that to move. Interesting. Okay, that's good. And then yeah, I could be here for a long time trying to get rid of these. A bit of a wash is required. Alright everybody, this is DearMamaSal's saying good haul. Very happy with those. NYC, never heard of it before. Bye bye for now.